In the heart of Africa's vast landscapes, one machine stood as the backbone of British colonial rule, a vehicle that defied rough terrain, carried troops, and served as a symbol of power. This is the story of the Land Rover, the machine that tamed Africa for the British Empire. From the muddy fields of post-war Britain to the rough trails of Africa, the Land Rover was more than just a vehicle. It was a tool of conquest, exploration, and administration. But who were the masterminds behind this engineering marvel? And how did this machine become an emblem of colonial control? In today's deep dive, we uncover the story of Land Rover and its role in the British Empire's dominance over Africa. If you enjoy history and insightful documentaries, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Our journey begins in the United Kingdom with two men, Maurice Wilks and his brother Spencer Wilks. Maurice Wilks, born in 1904 in Hayling Island, England, was a brilliant automotive engineer. His brother Spencer Wilks, born in 1891 in Rickmansworth, England, was a businessman and managing director at the Rover Company. Together, they envisioned a rugged vehicle, inspired by the American Jeep, to serve Britain's post-war agricultural and industrial needs. In 1948, the first Land Rover was unveiled, a machine designed for utility, durability, and adaptability. But little did they know, their creation would become an essential tool for Britain's colonial ambitions. The Land Rover series was built with aluminum panels due to post-war steel shortages. It was simple yet effective, with a four-wheel drive system that made it ideal for tackling the most challenging terrains. Initially designed for farmers, it quickly caught the attention of the British military and colonial officers. The British Empire saw an opportunity. In the 1950s, Land Rovers were deployed across African colonies, assisting in governance, infrastructure projects, and military operations. It wasn't just a vehicle, it was a statement of power. Africa, with its vast savannas, dense jungles, and unpredictable weather, posed a logistical nightmare for colonial administrators. But Land Rover changed that. With its sturdy design and off-road capability, it became the ultimate colonial workhorse. Beyond military use, Land Rovers were utilized for infrastructure development, medical missions, and exploration. British officers, missionaries, and scientists all depended on this vehicle to extend their reach into Africa's most remote regions. During the 1950s Mau Mau rebellion in Kenya, British forces relied heavily on Land Rovers to traverse remote areas, transport troops, and suppress resistance. Similar tactics were used in other colonies, from Nigeria to Rhodesia. Decades after the British Empire withdrew, Land Rovers remained. From game reserves in Kenya to rural villages in Ghana, these machines continued to serve as ambulances, taxis, and even military vehicles. Their impact on Africa's development is undeniable. Even British royalty embraced the Land Rover. Queen Elizabeth II famously toured African colonies in these vehicles, reinforcing the image of control and progress under British rule. Land Rover wasn't just for soldiers. It was used by colonial administrators to oversee plantations, by engineers to build roads, and even by explorers to map uncharted territories. It became an icon of British presence, blending utility with authority. While its origins were tied to conquest, the Land Rover has found a new life in Africa. No longer a machine of empire, but one of adventure, exploration, and resilience. Today, Land Rover is no longer a colonial tool, but a symbol of endurance and adaptability. Its history, however, remains deeply intertwined with the legacy of British rule in Africa. From its humble beginnings to its role in shaping history, the Land Rover is more than just a vehicle. It's a witness to an era of conquest and resilience. What are your thoughts on its legacy? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more historical deep dives. See you in the next episode.